afternoon, good evening, traders from across the globe, and welcome to the 1038th edition of Short-Term Trading Live with Oscar Carboni, and that would be me. Traders, there's 1,037 other videos jam-packed with information that will help you in this trading environment. So go to livewithoscar.com. Check out the videos, come to livewithoscar.com and check out the trading room and allow me to help teach you how to be a much better analyst. All right, traders, this video being filmed on Tuesday night for Trading Wednesday. That is June 26, 2013. Traders, there's a lot on the board today. First of all, a green omni, and we love to clap for those green omnis, right? It's a scary green omni. It is a do-or-die area. We are still in this do-or-die area in the U.S. indices, but I'm going to show you why there's a green omni on the board in this video. Traders, we know that futures trading can be extremely risky and cause substantial financial loss. Futures trading is not suitable for all trading accounts, and a stop is absolutely going to be your best friend in this environment. Volatility has been grand lately. All right, so on the board, first of all, we have the green arrow. It might seem a little scary in the environment we've been in, but Omni has been rocking and rolling lately. I mean, a round of applause for technical analysis. The Omni has been burning up the street for the last 6 or 7 weeks. I know you Omniacs following me have been seeing the magic. Let's do this. The way I look at each one of these trades, and we had a monster trade already tonight in gold, I look at it like this, traders. The second the trade is done, you say to yourself, that's it. On to the next trade. Head down, nose to the grindstone, on to the next trade. I don't care what you did before. You are not a hero if you had a winning trade. Nose down to the grindstone, on to the next trade, okay? Don't let wins get to your head. All right, traders, so what do we got? The OTAPMA magnet. I've been telling you about the OTAPMA magnet, the Omni Trading Academy's proprietary moving average, in video after video. I showed you that we are going to come down to that magnet, and the U.S. indices did. So we got to the magnet, we got under it, we got back above OTAPMA, and now I think we head right back out of the hole and we go. And I will show you some charts to illustrate why. Based upon what happens around OTAPMA, we need to pay attention to possibility of the upside for trading on Wednesday. Bonds and gold are still markets that have topped like we have called them for you week after week. The gold absolutely looks horrible, silver looks horrible, and bonds look like they will continue to go lower. Traders, I've got a bond chart. I am calling this my masterpiece. I have put together a masterpiece in the bond market for this video. The bond chart masterpiece, it's called. You'll see it. Check out this gem of a chart. That's all I know. It's a masterpiece. You're going to see. All right. No joking around. Wait till you see this chart. It got me quite excited. Again, this is still a do-or-die area in the U.S. indices. Traders, you come on down to livewithoscar.com and huddle with me in this chat room because you've seen the volatility lately, right? It has been like this. You really need to have rules. You need to have set rules, not just a rule that you made up today and don't know what to do tomorrow. You need a base of rules, a database, if you will, and you need to stick to those rules because I'll tell you right now, if you're trading seat of the pants in this volatility, you're going to lose all your money. It is a very difficult game. You need to have confidence in your trades, you need to be steadfast in your approach, and you need to do technical analysis only because the news is just too vast that's out there. It's completely misunderstood. People don't know why China's having trouble now because they don't understand the politics and the economics behind countries moving money around. They don't understand that printing money can be a good thing. They don't understand that interest rates going up will be a boon to the economy because they're not schooled in this, but they still think that they're great at understanding it. I say this, you can wipe all of that stuff out, traders. Go to the chart. The chart is pure. It has all the fundamental news, all of the guesswork that all the maniacs around the world are doing. It's got everything that's going to happen already built into a graph that you can understand. I've said this 1,000 times, but if you ask me, I think a chart is nothing more than all the fundamental news and all the traders' reaction to such in a graphic form. If you want to study the news and you want to study market behavior, study the charts like you see us do in the Omni. It seems to work. So the charts I'm going to show you again very quickly. We're going to look at the OTAPMA magnet and why we're probably going to bounce out of the hole here in U.S. indices. I'm going to show you that you must stay steadfast in your approach with selling rallies in bonds and gold, silver as well. I'm going to show you a masterpiece bond chart, baby. It's a masterpiece, you're going to see. And the do or die area has not gone away. It is because of OTAPMA. With no further ado, let's go look at some charts. Traders, the first chart I want to show you this evening is the emini S&P daily bar chart. And I have to say, on this day, we did a video for you and said that the OTAPMA magnet is now going to pull the emini S&P down to this area. And it absolutely did. I drew a target and I said, traders, this should be our target underneath the OMNI average. And the target was based on this parallel channel moving down. Do you know what the low of this day was, traders? Right there. I mean, right there. What more could you ask for? A round of applause for technical analysis. That is picture perfect, and it's simple textbook analysis. You're inside of a parallel channel. What should happen? Top, bottom, top, bottom, top, bottom. And it was a really nice call. But here's what I want you to recognize. We hit the target. We got down under OMNI, but we got back up and settled here. Now, why is that significant? You'll see as we move along. Next, you're looking at the Russell. Traders Russell got into the OMNI, got under it for a day, got above, settled above it again. That is starting to look like a little bit of a hold. You might recognize that you don't really get under OTAPMA very often. So if you can't get under OTAPMA and you do for a day and get right back into it, it's probably telling you that it's going to bounce out of the hole. But there is more. Look at your NASDAQ. Traders, again, you don't get under OTAPMA very often. NASDAQ gets under it, spends one day under it, yesterday gets back above it, and now it looks like it may very well want to move higher. So the OTAPMA magnet working in both directions. Then you got the Dow Jones Industrial Average. Traders, once again, down to OTAPMA, you start testing it, and it gets back above. So being that it's above, no choice but to think buy the dip for now unless it breaks. And if it breaks or stop gets hit, we'll deal with it and on to the next trade. But there is more. Look at this, traders. The transportation average so far is the only one that hasn't gotten back to it. And I get it. It's our leader. But it is pointing up right now. It went up and settled right here. So if it happens to open up tomorrow and get above OTAPMA, that's the sign that the other futures market we just looked at are in the right direction, NASDAQ, S&P, Russell, and should take off. So let's hope that the leader gets up here tomorrow. It certainly looks like it should using technical analysis. Then traders, the German DAX. Go out to a weekly bar chart on the German DAX. Goes all the way back to 2009. We got out of this really wonderful apex here. We broke out of it. And we've gone into this parallel channel, and you'll note that top and bottom seems to hold really well. We hit the top, well, we came right to the bottom for the trading on Monday and Tuesday and settled right here. If this starts to go higher, great place for the DAX to find legs on a weekly chart. So there is reason to think that maybe, just maybe, the do or die area, the OTAPMA area, will actually hold and the markets will go higher. I will say this, you get under OTAPMA, we're going to be heading down for a while. If we get back above OTAPMA, fund managers are coming out of the woodwork, you will see. Next, the dollar index surprisingly comes right to OTAPMA and is now starting to build what I think is a bull flag right here. So, and we have a bar building right now, tonight's bar. So you may have a bull flag building at the OTAPMA, which would make sense for dollars and stocks to go up together. Then you have gold. I told you gold is not done topping out. Look at the bear flag. After bear flag, they just keep on building on this chart. Bear flag leads into another. The market should break pretty severely tonight into tomorrow. You can't like gold any longer, traders, the same way you cannot like bonds. Here's gold. If you go out to a weekly chart, the back has been broken since the 1680 official topping call that OMNI made for us. It has been dead on. Then we broke under the 200 bar moving average, and I did a video and called that the death knell. Look at what has happened. This is a weekly chart. We were trading at 1456 when we broke that average. We're trading at 1249 right now, traders. 1249. My goodness. That was absolutely a death knell. And then silver. Look at the silver, traders. Bear flag breakdown. Boom, boom. These two bars, they create another bear flag, or at least a flag pole for the bear flag, these two bars. Now another bear flag. Tonight you should get another breakdown. That is silver. And then the drum roll, please. Traders, here we go. My masterpiece. I want you to see this chart. This is incredible. Anybody that doesn't recognize what's happening in this chart clearly needs a new pair of glasses. Let me show you what's going on. This chart goes back to 1990. It goes before 1990, and this is what has happened. Here you have a parallel channel. Here you have my OTAPMA, OMNI Trading Academy's proprietary moving average, right? So we have my OTAPMA, and here's what it shows. When the market gets up and hits the black line up here, it comes down to OTAPMA. Then it hits the black line, comes down to OTAPMA. This is year after year. 95 it happens, 99 it happens again in 2004, happens again in 2010, and here we are now. But here's the important thing. Once you get up here, the next spot you go is to OTAPMA. Up here, down to OTAPMA. Up here, down to OTAPMA. Look at up here, and it builds an upright head and shoulders, which is bearish, breaks down out of the head and shoulders. You are heading to OTAPMA. You are going at least below 126. Traders, that is a masterpiece. That is a wonderful piece of analysis. And talk about repetitive patterns. There is no way the bonds should not make this projection unless the world goes insane on us again and Ben's got to step in and buy all the bonds in the world. But for now, we know that is not the case. Bernanke's looking to back out of the bond market. Technically, that is absolutely going to happen, and so is tapping into this line, 126, at some point looking at this year for the bonds. So, traders, you've seen the charts, and speaking of charts, how about my masterpiece here, traders, huh? That wasn't a masterpiece, that was like monster piece theater. What a piece of analysis. I hope to see this come to fruition. It's what I think will happen. Rock and roll on that masterpiece chart. All right, traders, so you have seen the charts. You see my reasoning. This is a do or die area. Please be careful today. Do not just run in gangbusters and buy the S&P. Make sure your stops are in because we are teetering on this OTAPMA average. And if you stay below it for too long, you have the nosedive. If you hold it, you rally right back out. So it's really do or die area. You might get stopped a couple days in a row. I don't know. We haven't been yet, but you never know because of what's going on here. So keep the do or die area in mind. But I say it's back above OTAPMA. We should smile unless it goes back below. Gold and bonds, absolutely, as you've seen, have topped out. And let's see what we're going to get for the rest of the week. Traders, come on down to livewithoscar.com. Join me in my trading rooms. And always remember, keep your emotions out of trading. One of the best things you can do to help yourselves with that is say this to yourselves every morning, every afternoon, every evening. And you know what that is. Stops are in. Emotions are out. Rock and roll. The audience was getting ahead of me there. I'm loving it, baby. Traders, watch out for the do or die area and the OTAPMA magnet. Futures trading is risky and can cause substantial financial loss. We do not claim or guarantee that you will profit from the information provided.